So fifth straight win. Are y'all starting to get into a groove here, do you feel like?
I feel like we're playing much better than we did a month ago. We had a really productive pre-conference where we played at a high level. We just didn't do it as consistently as we needed to, and we're still learning how difficult it is every single night. Getting a great effort from these conference opponents. It's league play. Every game means a lot. We talked to our team about it. The Rice probably should have been 4-1 instead of 1-4 based on how they played. They just, they found ways to lose a few of those games and got some bad breaks. But absolutely, Nick missed some time and Elijah missed some time, and it takes a little bit to develop a rhythm and a flow. But we're getting back to our defensive identity and our staff, as a staff, we probably made some mistakes skipping some steps early on, trying to build on where we thought we were. And, it's part of it. We're continuing to evolve and figure out the best way for us to play every week. So we're happy with where we are now, though.
They got within 5 there late in the second half. Had a chance to cut it, I think, to 2 on a 3-pointer, missed it. Y'all go down, you get 5 straight, and that seemed to be the ball game. But when they get that close, what did you want to see from you guys?
It's a game of runs, but I thought Nick had a great poise on the ball screen. He had a hesitation, attacked, got us an easy basket, and then in transition he was able to find Elijah in the right corner. And I thought Elijah had 2 or 3 looks like that throughout the game. They didn't drop. They were long, straight and long at the back of the rim, and they just didn't fall. And he made the biggest one. But I thought both of those plays I thought were created by Nick's pace and his poise and his confidence in his abilities.
Y'all did a great job on the rebounds. You also did a great job on the points in the paint. Just how important was it to get inside?
Well, against a team like Rice, it's tough to take away layups and threes. And for the most part, I thought our guys did that. They're a challenge with the random movement. They read the defense really well. They cut hard. They've got a great plan. And I thought tonight our guys got back to our identity of communicating at a high level and playing with great physicality and looking like a cohesive unit instead of 5 individuals trying to play defense.
And then, Nick, just what were you seeing out there? I think you had 11 in the first half. You kind of led the way there to get you guys the lead at the half.
Honestly, just taking open shots, and they went in. Like Coach said, we're starting to find our groove a little bit, but I think we're light years away from where we're going to be really soon. So just taking it day by day, slowly. But, yeah, like I said, just taking open shots, and they went in. I feel like everybody on the team does the same, and if whoever they drop for usually leads the way.
Last year you guys, obviously go underneath the radar. This year there is no going underneath the radar. Every game you're going to get everybody's best shot. What does that do for y'all?
I think it prepares us for the future, what we have planned ahead. I feel like now we're starting to go under people's radar a little bit. People are sleeping on us a little bit more, which I love. But, every single game we play, we get everybody's best shot. And if we win by 5, they say we're not good. If we win by 20, they say we're not good. So it's just really just working hard and just sticking to it every single day.
Any Zoom questions?
Hey, Coach.
I got one.
Hey.
So this is both for you, Coach, and then you, Nick. Also, congrats on the win. Last game, UTSA, offensive shootout, and then the game against Rice today, a little bit more of a defensive grind. Can you guys just kind of speak on the team's ability to kind of, shape shift and the ability to kind of win both styles of basketball games?
That's how it is in conference play. We have to be able to adjust to the game, play any style. Some teams are going to try to hold it. Some teams are going to try to get up and down with us. And we feel like we're equipped to win anyway because we have an inside presence and we have a paint presence, but also we can shoot it, and our guys know how to play the game at a high level. It was just nice to see our guys have a defensive intensity about them. And that was a welcome sign because we're going to need it going forward. There are going to be nights when the shots just don't go in, the ball won't drop, and that's the way it was for the first 10 minutes tonight. I don't think we were playing nearly as poorly offensively as the scoreboard said, but our guys stayed the course, and when you can get stops and rebound, and other than Fiedler, I thought we did a great job on the glass, and they were sending their guys back in transition defense. If you have confidence, then it takes pressure off of the shots and off of having to score on the offensive end. So that was a welcome sight.
Coach,
as well as you guys played on defense, there were some clear opportunities that they had some wide open looks. I mean, if you guys had maybe like go behind a screen or follow a roller or something like that and give them an open shot. And seems like it's the first game in some time where the other team didn't make you pay for those kinds of mistakes on a regular basis.
Yeah, they missed 2 wide open ones. I thought during that stretch, I thought both teams missed 2 wide open ones each. But I think part of that is when you apply or I guess force them to use as much energy as we did, and you're playing with a lead, it adds more pressure. And when the other team has the lead and they're playing in front and they haven't exerted as much energy as they needed to score, to get in position to score, it's a different shot. I mean, anyone that's ever played the game, when it's more physical, it's more taxing, it's a lot more difficult to make those open shots. But yeah, they didn't have very many open ones, and when they did, it usually wasn't the right guys. I thought our guys defended at a high level, but absolutely, we did have a few breakdowns, but usually good offensive teams cause a few breakdowns.
Mm-hmm. Coach,
Martin had this.
Coach, you were able to limit their leading scorer, Travis Eby, to 0 points on over 12 shooting. How would you describe the team's overall performance in terms of guarding Eby?
I thought we did a really nice job of showing our hands, putting our chest on him, showing our hands, and making him score over bodies. And the few times he did get deep, I thought our bigs helped or changed shots. And he's a talented player that scores in a number of ways. Obviously, we didn't score as many points as he had, but our guys did a nice job of challenging everything. And I don't think he'll go scoreless again.
Megan, go ahead. So Martin had those 2 back-to-back dunks that clearly brought up his personal energy. How important are special moments like that to bring up the entire team's energy?
Well, Coach Speak says every possession is exactly the same and this and that. There are energizing plays throughout a game, and I thought we'd made several energizing plays on the defensive end, deflections coming up with loose basketballs. We were out of maybe rebounding position a few times, and our guards flew in and took rebounds, which would have went to Rice. And so those are energizing plays because they get us out in transition. But absolutely, the dunks, us flying up and down the court, trying to run teams out of the gym, that's energizing for us because that's part of our identity and that's how we want to play. So without a doubt, hustle plays, great effort plays energize our group, and that's not going to change.
2 more questions.
Coach, Max Fiedler, you understood that he was going to be a tough assignment going into this game. He finished the game with 18 rebounds, 8 assists. How beneficial is it for the team to take on players of his caliber and to keep that in mind when they take on players who have similar profiles to Fiedler?
Well, I prefer not to take on Fiedler too many times. He's a challenger, and I don't think he jumped for rebound. He's just so great with his positioning, his basketball IQ. His hands are huge. He's a lot taller than he looks on TV. I mean, he lined up next to Vlad, was just a little bit shorter. So he's a special player. They use him in a really unique way that fits his strengths, and he's a big part of why they're going to be a tough out in any night. They're going to win some games. They're going to be in position to win every single game, much like most of the nights in our league.
Last question.
Yeah, Coach sorry, go ahead.
Quickly, what did you like from the team aspect of the rebounding? Because Vlad, he had to deal with Fiedler a lot, but it seemed like John L. was down there, Elijah was down there, BJ was down there at all times. So how did you like the team effort?
The stats speak volume, and Nick had 3, and usually he's one of the best rebounding guards that I've coached. He has a great nose for the ball, his instincts where it's going, and he wants to go get it. Tonight, Nelly had 9, BJ had 5, Elijah had 8, and Spoon had 3. Our guards have to rebound like that for us to maximize who we are as a group, and it can't change. And the beautiful thing about when your guards rebound, you don't have to outlet it, and now you're leading the break about a second or 2 quicker, as opposed to a big man rebounding and outletting, and then the guards have to go. It gives the defense more time to get back. So it's part of our success in the transition basketballs. Our guards are really good rebounders.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you, Nick.
What's the weather like in South Florida? Is the sun?
It's a little chilly. It's a little chilly.
It's nice.
We haven't seen the sun since we left, so we're anxious to get back.
All right, guys. Be safe.